Good evening, loyal fans. Your announcer Doug O'Car coming to you live on the internet. Please put your hands together and make some noise for tonight's referee, Megan Wolf!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another night of Comedy Sports. Thank you so much to everyone who is showing up here for the very first time, or everyone who is showing up here yet again to join us for another match. We are so excited to have you all. In case you did not know, what you are watching right now is a Comedy Sports match where you're going to see two teams of players compete head-to-head in no contact comedy for points and laughs. You will be supplying the laughs and the points because I forgot mine. I'm kidding, I have points. I make them up. I am tonight's referee and my name is Megan. So everyone, please stare directly at your screen. And since I'm in a computer, say, "Hi, Megan," but in like a robot voice. I'll wait. Oh, thank you so much. My job this evening is to call and time the games and scenes, and also to call the Comedy Sports fouls. There are over 475 Comedy Sports fouls, but I will tell you about the two most important ones. The first is the groaner foul. If the groaner foul gets called, what will happen is if one of the players says or does something so punny, so corny, just so lame that it makes you groan in pain, you will type in all caps so that I can see it, groan, into the chat. We'll practice it right now. For instance, if I were to tell the joke, "Hey, what do you call a cow with 3 legs? Lean beef." Oh boy! Yes, thank you for those all caps groans. If that happens, I will pop on screen, call the groaner foul, and then at the end of that game, the offending player will have to step forward and deliver apology, which you can either accept or reject. If you accept it, everything's cool and we'll forget it ever happened. But if you reject that apology, it means that you're going to hold a grudge forever. And that player's team will lose 1 big comedy point. Everyone at home say, "Ooh." I'll assume that you said it. Next up is the Comedy Sports brown bag foul. Even though this is happening on the internet, arguably the most unclean place on the planet, we still keep our matches open for everybody. That means that if one of our players says or does something that you would not want to say or do in front of a child or a grandmother, I will once again pop on screen, call the brown bag foul, and the offending player will have to put a brown paper bag on their head for the remainder of the game or scene. There is no apologizing, and we will all remember what they said forever, and they will lose 1 big comedy point for it. Also, I forgot to have us all do the brown bag foul, so I just want you all to tell me that you did it. If you can just pop into the chat and tell me that you did it, and I'm just going to believe you. Thank you. The Hire family totally did it. Andy Busum, I believe you totally did it. Phil, you did it. Great. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad that we're really on a nice, even basis. There's trust is a two-way street. Keep in mind, speaking of that two-way street of trust, that the brown bag foul can also be called on you, our loyal fans. If one of you says or mostly types something that is so dirty, lewd, crude, lascivious that we are aghast at what you have typed. Jill, thank you for saying that you did it a little late, though. Very honest of you. You will not have to wear a brown paper bag on your head. You will simply get booted from the match, and you can never return. From whence you shall never return. Also, my cat is currently meowing and pawing my leg very aggressively. I think that you can all hear her. Anyways, I'm getting to it. Okay. The last thing that we need to do to get ready is we have the 2 biggest fouls covered, but we still have to cover suggestions because Martha, I need you to be like you're sure that you did the brown bag foul. Like you did. I know you did. Um, we're going to practice suggestions because everything here is improv, and that means it's made up on the spot based off of your suggestions. Thanks, Martha, for getting around to it. So can you just type into the chat first? What's your name? What is your name, Jan? We've got Jan, Terry, Joe, Phil, Aurora, Ty, Candy, Jerry, Chris, Arnie. Welcome, everybody. And how about you type, do you have any pets that are currently harassing you while you're watching this match? I'm talking about you. And what is that pet? Cat, chihuahuas, cat, lots of cats. Ooh, parakeets, dogs, very nice. 2 puppies, cute. Pandas, that sounds like a lie. All right, you are all primed and ready to give those suggestions, which means that we can get our players here onto the field. Let's get them in with the ComedySportz clap down. We're gonna start at 5 with like a very polite little golf clap, and then we're going to escalate, get louder until we get to 1, at which point we will be screaming and cheering as though we are in a crowd of people and not in our own homes where maybe our neighbors can hear us. So starting at 5, very polite little golf clap. 4, a little bit louder. 3, a little bit louder. 2, really go for it. 1, give it your all.
It's game time! It's ComedySportz! Tonight, 2 teams, the St. Paul Fire versus the Minneapolis Ice. First up, in red, the St. Paul Fire. They are Doug Nethercott, Heather Meyer, and their captain, Aaron Kennedy. And now, next up, in blue, the Minneapolis Ice. They are Michael Bruckmuller, Katie Moen, and their captain, Eric Heiberg. Once again, your referee, Megan Wolf.
All right, let's get this match started. I need captains on the playing field. Oh, we've got Aaron. What's up, everybody? So, to determine who can challenge whom in this match, I need one of you to bring me a cat. Whoever brings me a cat first.
Where is she?
Eric, your mic is off. Your mic is off.
Okay.
Bring me a cat, though.
A figurative cat?
Yes.
Hang on.
I didn't say bring me an excuse. Aaron has brought us a cat. Eric, that's a really cute cat, but I'm sorry, you second. So Aaron, Captain Aaron, you can now challenge the Blues to any opening head-to-head game.
Yes, I'm going to consult with Valentine.
Oh, yeah.
She would like to see Story, please.
Oh, great. Please prepare your teams for the game of Story. In this game, we're going to use the spotlight function on Zoom, which means that Doug, not player Doug, but host Doug, is going to spotlight players' videos at random. They are going to be telling a story. Whoever is in the spotlight will be telling it. When they are off and another player comes on, the new player must pick up mid-sentence, mid-word, mid-syllable, and continue telling it. This is an elimination game, so if any player is not paying attention, gets lost in the middle of a sentence like I just did, doesn't pick up right where the other player left off, or for any reason that I deem fit, I will call them out. The last team with a player standing will get 5 big points. Everybody at home say ooh for points. Can I get, for this story, can I get a place? Just any place at all. A place that you would really like maybe to go right now. Ooh, I like Disney World, I like bars, I like Istanbul, Iceland. Ooh, Iceland. Iceland is our location. And what is a job that someone could have? Any job at all. You know what? I've taken the first one I see, which is gravedigger. This is the story of the Icelandic gravedigger. Can I get all players on the playing field, please? Ooh, excellent. Here we go. Doug, can you please spotlight? Excellent. Aaron, this is the story of the Icelandic gravedigger. Take it away.
I'm just not sure what happens to them once I put them in the ground.
Said Shanice, an Icelandic grave.
Digger, who was an apprentice to Skjold. Skjold was a hardy man from Iceland who knew exactly what to do and how
it should be done. Look here, Shanice, what you want to do is you're gonna want to dig the hole first and then put the body
in the hole. Shanice said, "Oh, I see. I've been doing it backwards." Yeah, I know, and
you can tell because the bodies are on top of the ice and not buried at all.
Heather, as much as you tried to do that Icelandic accent, you really gave it your all. I have to call you out of there. Nice going for it, Heather. I want to hear a little bit more in this story before we throw anything else into the mix. So let's continue this story of Sharice and Skull, the Icelandic gravediggers. Doug, give us a starting player. Katie, chapter 2, take it away.
There was one thing that Sharice didn't know about herself, and that was that she was a ghost. Skull didn't have the heart to tell her, so he just
looked at her nicely and said, "There is something you should know about
I'm
you."
sorry, Aaron, you've been called out for the same reason as Heather Meyer.
I don't know why that. Yeah, okay.
You found it eventually, but it did not start off there. I am now going to throw out the Icelandic accent as a reason to boot people, just because it's turning out to be real mean.
Thank you.
For this next chapter, can I please get what is a celebrity, or who is a celebrity? What is a celebrity who's going to show up in this story? What about like an old-timey celebrity? John Stamos. No, that's it. I'm taking it. Once again, first thing I see, John Stamos. Doug, give us a player to take us away. Excellent. Michael.
as Shanice walked home that night, she saw in the distance a silhouette of a man, a jaunty man with a guitar and his foot on
top of it. He also looked Greek. How is it possible for a shadow to look Greek? But Shanice knew it was a Greek
man. What is your name? Said Shanice to the Greek shadow man. And the Greek shadow man turned.
I'm sorry, your heart is just not in it. It is wildly apparent that you are not feeling that story. It's okay, but I'm gonna have to kick you out of here.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh man, I love this story. That's too bad. I want to finish writing it tonight.
We have not yet heard enough about John Stamos up in here. So Doug, give us another player. Take it away.
The Grecian shadow turned to look at Shanice, and there it was. The man himself, John Stamos.
And he had great wisdom that he inflicted upon Shanice, as he has inflicted upon American audiences for
decades. He said, Shanice, there's one thing that you need to know. Try to grab this cup
from my hand. So Shanice did, over and over again, but every time her hand
straight through it. Her mind was exploding inside her head. John Stamos said, look, Shanice,
if you can't grab the cup from my hand, then...
Eric, you did not pick up right where Michael left off, which means that you are out of there. It is down to Michael and Doug, and I wanted to give us a genre shift. This has been a kind of spooky story. What is a very different genre than spooky? Dr. Seuss, comedy, samurai. Do you know what? Dr. Seuss, oh wait, no, docudrama. Docudrama is what it is now? Okay. Doug, can you please spotlight one of our players? Michael, take it away.
As the sun set over the Icelandic landscape for possibly the last time this year, John Stamos had a bead of sweat coming down his head. He looked at Shanice.
And his heart began to beat. Yeah, when I looked at Shanice, I felt really in love with her, even though I knew she was a ghost.
But I just felt like we had this connection, like on a soul level, you know? And so they did.
The next day, John Stamos and Shanice were married.
It was like when I wanted
A little girl, and I would marry things in my room like Mr.
Stir on Mr. Potato Head, but then it was John
Me in my room alone, because those things are not real.
This wasn't the first time that John Stamos had married
Icelandic ghost. In fact, it was his third Icelandic
ghost. The first two were all
so alive.
I'm sorry, Michael. A ghost cannot be also alive. That is the metaphysical foul, and that is time in the game. That means 5 points go to the red team for that game of story. Congratulations, red team. Captain Aaron,
I'm
that your team gets to choose its first scene game. What would you like to play?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody playing story for keeping this as part of the character. So thank you.
Foul if not.
Thank you. I think that our team would really like to play New Choice, please.
Excellent. Please prepare your team for the
Thank
game
you.
of New Choice. For this, I need what is a hobby that Shanice should have picked up, everybody? Give me a hobby that Shanice should have picked up instead of grave digging. Ooh, knitting, stamp collecting, art, just art, parrot grooming. I'm gonna pick stamp collecting. I really like stamp collecting as the suggestion. In this game of New Choice, the red team will be doing a scene somehow based on the suggestion of stamp collecting. However, anytime that I feel like it, I can pop up on screen and say New Choice, and they will have to take back whatever they just said and make a new and different choice. I can say New Choice on that choice as many times as I wish to. And once they have satisfied me, I will pop back off screen and they can continue with that new choice in place. Red team, let's get your starting 2 players on the battlefield. The playing field, battlefield, whatever, man. Doug and Heather, take it away.
And this one is my most rare stamp. I got it at a convention back in '97. It's worth like $1,500.
Oh my goodness. If you keep describing these stamps like this, I'm going to propose to you.
Heather, new choice.
I find these stamps to be appalling.
New choice.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
New choice.
You are just like my mom, really into small things.
Cool. Great. Do you and your mom have a good relationship?
Well, I'm 6'7" and she's into small things. So,
but in comparison to the great oak tree, you are but a tiny acorn.
okay. You are a delightful person and I would like to invite you to my house.
Really?
Yeah.
New choice.
I would love to, but I am moving to Copenhagen.
New choice.
Does your house have a second floor? Because I have a very specific fear of stairs.
New choice.
I went to a house once, and it was actually a duplex. I got very confused and knocked on the wrong door. Is that going to happen at your house?
I have to admit, yeah, there are multiple doors at my house. It's not just a duplex, it's a triplex.
Honey, who's in there? Is there someone there with you?
I forgot to mention that I live with my mother, who is also a witch. And
New choice.
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that I live with the ghost of an Icelandic gravedigger.
New choice.
Oh, you're probably wondering what that voice is, aren't you? That is my Aunt Gretel. She is the woman that the story is based on.
Hello?
Hello, Aunt Gretel.
Hi, dear. I had a sweet tooth, so I was just looking for some more Werthers.
Aunt Gretel, this is my friend Sandra. She is a professional women's basketball player.
Well, aren't you just much taller than I expected?
Aaron, new choice.
Well, ladies can do anything now, can't they?
They can, yes. Yes, they can, Aunt Gretel.
Gretel, Aunt Gretel, Miss Gretel, Mrs. Gretel.
You can call me Flower Enchantress.
Perfect. Flower Enchantress, I have been having a delightful time with your...
Heather, I want a new hand gesture to go with introducing yourself.
Flower Enchantress, I am having a delightful time with your nephew.
Oh, yes, I don't blame you. Has he shown you his stamps? Has he?
Yes, I have, Aunt Gretel. Thank you so much.
Aaron, new laugh. New choice.
That was hilarious.
Sandra, I am so sorry. She's been like this ever since she rescued her brother from a witch's oven. I apologize.
I thank you so much for apologizing. I'm finding myself far more interested in Flower Enchantress than this date with you.
And that is time in the game of new choice. Thank you, Red Team. All right, and all of our fans, it's your job to now log into your memories that game of new choice, because I need Captain Eric up here.
Oh.
Eric, what game would you like to pair with that game of new choice?
The scene game I'd like to pair with that game of new choice is Styles Replay, please.
Ooh, Styles Replay. Please prepare yourselves. All right, everyone. In this game of Styles Replay, I need right now, first, one initial suggestion of what is something that you've eaten recently that was like amazing. That was just like, whoa, Snickers, just bacon, White Castle mac and cheese, and you're lying, Chris. Oh, I've got 2 macaroni and cheese. So macaroni and cheese is the suggestion for this game of Styles Replay. So what you're about to see is a short 45-second to 1 minute base scene that the blue team is going to do. And then after that, I'm going to ask you for a couple of genres or styles, like literary styles, film styles, that we are going to swap in to that scene. Blue team, can I get your starting 2 players up? All right, your suggestion is macaroni and cheese. Take it away.
I'm sorry, orphans. Macaroni and cheese day has been canceled. Apparently, our lunch lady has, Miss Merelda has left.
I was really looking forward to it. Sweet cheese is my happiness.
I was looking forward to it too, but Miss Merelda and I have differences, and I don't think they can be reconciled.
Oh, man.
She's now working at the Krispy Kreme down the street, so
The one just a block away?
What?
The one just a block away?
Yeah, well, just a block away. I mean, physically, but mentally, oceans away.
I can fix this. I can fix this, Mr.
You're a child! You can't fix this!
Children can fix things because we have the wonderment of the world in our eyes.
Go then.
Okay.
Go, like the wind.
Hi.
Charlie?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be at the orphanage.
I know, but I was hoping you could come back and make mac and cheese.
Listen.
Also, Mr. Pomfrey misses you.
Mr. Pomfrey and I broke up.
I
He
know.
probably didn't tell you about his new girlfriend, the janitor.
And
What?
that's
No.
time in our initial base theme of Styles Replay. I prepped you just a moment ago for giving me those styles. So let's hear them, everybody. Loyal fans, give us those styles. Ooh, I'm going to take sci-fi. I will now take Dr. Seuss because we did not have Dr. Seuss before. So sci-fi, Dr. Seuss, and and I'll take, this is so difficult because I love all of these. But I will take, Greek tragedy. I'm sorry, I'm doing it. I'm taking Greek tragedy. Greek tragedy, sci-fi, and Dr. Seuss are your three. Captain Eric.
Yes.
Sci-fi, Dr. Seuss, Greek tragedy. Which one are you going to do first?
We'll do sci-fi first.
Excellent. Let's get our starting two players. And take it away.
This ship is out of mac and cheese. It seems like Merelda took all the mac and cheese and jettisoned off to the nearest planet.
That is unfortunate. The mac and cheese is what keeps this ship moving.
Ah, Replica Bot 3000, you're the only one who gets me. I'd hug you if it meant anything to you, but clearly it doesn't.
It does not, Captain Pomfrey. We must require fuel for our ship.
Could we use the mac and cheese? Compute!
Yes.
What?
Yes! That is what
Well,
the
then we have
fuel
to-
is.
When we have to get Merelda back from the planet. It's too dangerous down there for me, but you could do it. Convince her.
Good.
Jettisoning you now.
Merelda.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on the other spaceship.
Yes, we have come to requisition you. Captain
Listen.
Pomfrey.
No one will be requisitioning me. You know, Dr. Pomfrey was going out with the spaceship mechanic behind my back.
Emotions escape me.
And that's time in sci-fi. Very nice. Captain Eric, you now have Greek tragedy and Dr. Seuss remaining. Which one will we see next?
Greek tragedy, please.
Excellent. Take it away.
We stand here as loyal Spartans who wish to have dairy product.
Your dairy product has been taken by the gods.
The
They
gods!
Return it until you are believers.
The Senate here convenes that the only one who can give us our dairy product, our cheese, is the Oracle of Delphi, who lies upon the mountain. But who shall be brave enough to go up the mountain to go requisition this cheese?
I shall take my fastest boat.
You shall take it, Hercules?
That's right.
Well, get out of here then.
Okay. Hercules,
Yes?
you are required. The fates demand you back in Athens.
I can't go back to Athens because Demetrius has decided to blind me and also date his mother.
Ooh.
And that's time in Greek tragedy, everybody. Oh man, that was some,
That was
Greek-
there. It's Oedipal. Yeah.
Captain Eric, your last genre or your last style is Dr. Seuss.
Mhm.
So let's see it.
Who there has the cheese and mac? Is it here for an attack?
You see, we must eat the mac and cheese. I'd like to put it in my tummy, please. Where is the cook who prepares it for us? Don't you know she left on a bus?
She was there as a woodcutter, And now she has taken her golf putter to go to the golf course and cut down the trees. The Thneeds, they have the cheese.
The Thneeds have the cheese? I'll go there if you please.
Cheese.
Don't you reprise, I'm going to leave.
Oh.
Oh, cook of yonder place. Ooh, and don't you know the Thinkles lace?
Listen, small boy, you came for cheese, but I speak for the trees, and the trees said cut us all down, so I'm chopping the trees. And the man who sent you here is going out with the Lorax.
The Lorax, if you please, dates a lot of snibbleblees.
He didn't tell me that in the beginning.
No, I didn't tell you that. That was a secret. I really don't think you should have said that. Sorry.
Now seen 2 games. You have seen the game of New Choice as played by the red team, and the game of Styles Replay as played by the blue team. And they were both wonderfully enjoyable, but we can only assign points to one of them. So Doug, can you please pop that poll up here? Please vote. The red team in their game of New Choice, they currently lead 5-0 over the blue team who played Styles Replay. We're taking this poll away in 3, 2, 1. Take it away, Doug. And do you have those results?
I sure do. It's pretty overwhelmingly for the Minneapolis Ice in blue.
Ooh, the Minneapolis Ice taking it away and tying up the score. I'm sorry, Shark Mouth Doug. That's just the way it is. That means that we are now tied 5-5. Captain Eric, stay there. Captain Aaron, please join us. Captain Eric, you can now challenge Captain Aaron to another head-to-head game.
I would like to challenge her to the game of 3 rooms.
Ooh, do you accept?
Do we have a choice?
No!
Then I accept.
Excellent. Please prepare your teams. Actually, I'm going to do some of the preparation by telling you your scene partners. So we will have Aaron and Michael in room 1. And can I get a suggestion of a room that's only in a very fancy house? Like you wouldn't even find it on the standard clue board. We're talking off the clue board. There's a library in Clue. The theater, the tea room, the wine cellar, the boudoir, the wine cellar. I'll take wine cellar for the first room, Aaron and Michael. Then I'll put Eric and Heather into a room together. And can I get, what is kind of like a weird room? You'd walk into someone's house and they had this and you'd be like, oh, the clarinet room. Taking clarinet room, Eric and Heather. And lastly, Doug and Katie. Ooh, do you know what? Someone also put the ferret room in here. That's the second time I've seen ferrets mentioned by our loyal fans, so I'm taking it the ferret room. So once again, we have Aaron and Michael in the wine cellar, Eric and Heather in the clarinet room, and Doug and Katie in the ferret room. In this game of 3 rooms, what's going to happen is Aaron and Michael will be doing their scene in a wine cellar. At any point, I can pop on and say switch, at which point we'll switch to Eric and Heather in the clarinet room. However, the first line of their scene must be the last line of the previous scene, and so on and so forth every time I call switch. All right. Aaron and Michael, let's get you on screen. Perfect. Take it away.
Oops.
Baby, no. No. You did not drop the glass of the wine that we have been saving.
Well, it's a little worse. I dropped the whole bottle. That's it.
What?
I know. It's
How
all right.
are we supposed to have an anniversary if we don't have anniversary wine?
We could put straws in yours.
No!
It's just like look, we've shared everything until this point. Why not just share a glass of wine?
Switch. We've shared everything until this point.
We've shared everything up till this point. I don't see any reason why we should have to divide the whole clarinet room. It's the last room.
Oh, what? It's the last room.
It's the last room to divide up.
I tell you that when we come down to woodwinds, it's more than the last room. It's the only room that matters. And in fact, all of the clarinets are going with me.
Really? So I'm going to take the dog then. How do you like that, Marjorie?
I'm fine with that because I will take the dog's collar and vocal cords.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, I'm fine with that if you're fine with that.
Okay, 6 ferrets. 6. I need 6.
6.
Yeah.
But I mean, what if we got 7? I mean, would that be so bad?
Or would she be a female?
Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah. I need a female and then 6 males so I can start my own ferret farm.
That is a good idea, because if you start your own ferret farm, then you can sell them for like money and stuff.
Well, yeah, and I'm giving you just shekels of peanuts.
Switch, and I'm giving you just shekels?
And I'm giving you just shekels for Christmas then.
You remembered! You remembered my love of ancient currency, sweetheart! I knew you'd get over this wine thing.
I'm not over it. But, honey, there's one more thing.
What?
I have to be honest with you about something else.
Okay.
The wine that was in that bottle that you dropped, the entire time, it was cranberry grape juice by Ocean Spray.
Switch!
That's right. I took your other beret.
How dare you? Stab me in the heart. Take everything but the beret.
I have no need for 2 berets, but you brought this on yourself.
How dare you bring petty problems upon an epic moment?
Look, I want to get back together. I really do.
Me too.
Let's undivide the house.
Let's both wear all the berets.
Switch! Let's both wear all the berets.
Let's both wear all the berets, and then we can try to confuse the ferrets into thinking that they're in France instead of in our house.
Oh, man. You know, that's the best idea I've ever heard, Carl. It's going to take us to France, too, really. I mean, once you see a ferret, 7 ferrets wearing berets, that's like being in France. It's like the Eiffel Tower or 7 ferrets.
Switch! The Eiffel Tower or 7 ferrets?
The Eiffel Tower or 7 ferrets. It's like, what's the difference between 2 completely different things? Juice and wine. Ferrets, the Eiffel Tower. I'm trying here, baby.
You don't have to try. You had me.
You don't have to try.
You don't have to try. I'll try for you.
Oh,
and it's time in the game of 3 rooms. Doug, please award the blue team a bonus point for Eric's very pretentious beret. Oh, that hat was just painful to see. You now once again have the opportunity to vote, loyal fans. The score is currently 6 for the blue team, 5 for the red team. You need to divide those players in your head, even though they were in scenes together. What? I know. And vote for which team you think should get the next 5 points. Doug, put that poll up. Blue team, red team, decide in 3, 2, 1. Take it away, Doug. Bring it back with answers, Doug.
I have an answer, and that answer is the Minneapolis Ice in blue.
Goodbye, hair's breadth. Blue team, congratulations. That brings drops our score to 11-5 in favor of the Minneapolis Ice. That means Captain Aaron, you are going to challenge Captain Eric and the Minneapolis Ice to a game you want to see them play.
Oh, well, in that case, I'd love to see them play Hot Bell.
No!
Ooh, Hot Bell. Excellent. So in this game of Hot Bell, can I get all the blue team up on the field, please? Blue team, get up. Excellent. Now Doug is going to take you away to the waiting room.
Wait,
Doug,
no, not the Phantom Zone.
here. Goodbye. All right. In this game of Hot Bell, Doug is going to help us out by writing down all of the suggestions I'm about to get. When the members of the blue team come back, they're going to have to guess all of these various things, but let's get them first. What are some classic films that you love? Give me some classic movies that you think are just nonstop bangers. Twilight, I'm aghast, but we'll take it. Twilight. Ooh, Casablanca. I like Casablanca. And I'm going to take the most classic film of all time, Mean Girls. Mean Girls. Ooh, I'm also going to take Marley and Me. I don't know why, I just love it. Okay, just love that suggestion. How about, can you give me a classic song that you love? Give me some songs that you really enjoy listening to, or you hate listening to. Oh, Singing in the Rain. Let's get Singing in the Rain. And as much as some of these are really great, I'm going to also take, I will also take Baby Got Back. I know. And lastly, I need, who are some iconic people from history or contemporary time? Some iconic people. Ooh, Joan of Arc and Julie Andrews. Joan of Arc and Julie Andrews are the two people I'm going to take. These were some really excellent suggestions, loyal fans. Wait, yes, we need one more. You're right. Oh, we'll take Alex Trebek. Anyways, everyone give yourselves a pat on the back because those were all some real hot suggestions and I loved each and every one of them. Doug, can you please review all of our Hot Bell suggestions for us? As soon as you are done writing, did I stall long enough? You're tapping that marker. I'm still just talking about what you're doing. You're putting them in a stack. You're smiling at the camera. Are you ready yet? You're not.
I am ready. Here's the order in which they were presented.
Oh,
wait.
That's pointed towards you. Great. Twilight. Julie Andrews. Casablanca. Baby Got Back.
Middle in the middle.
Mean Girls. Alex Trebek. Marley and Me. Joan of Arc. Singing in the Rain. And that's it. I was not counting. Also, because these are very challenging and I am uncertain of our players' guessing and question skills, they will get one bonus point for each of these that they get correct during this game. Doug, let's get the blue team back in here. Oh, Ty and Terry Joe say nice writing on those cards.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did a real good one there. All right. So we've got them ready, y'all. The way this is going to work is one player will be guessing, so they're going to cover their eyes. We'll start with Katie, so she's going to cover her eyes for this first one. And then the other two players are going to, one word at a time, ask a question to which the answer is whatever it is on the card that Doug is holding up. So again, they are going to have to form a question, one word at a time, that will hopefully get Katie to guess what is on that card. We'll rotate. Let's take it away with the first one, Doug.
How many minutes on the clock?
Oh, great question. 3. Nope, that's too many. 2.5.
Better, okay.
2.5 minutes on the clock. Doug, other Doug, please time it. Take it away.
What?
Movie.
Stars.
Sparkly.
Vampires.
Ding.
Sesame Street.
No! Eric, you're guessing next. Michael, begin the question.
Who?
Was
The
sound
of
music.
lady.
Ding.
Oh God, no! Julie Daniels.
Oh!
Julie Lewis. No, Julie Andrews.
I'm sorry, Julie Daniels was just so offensive to Julie Andrews that I can't give it to you. Michael, Katie, start asking.
What
Movie.
was
Humphrey
Bogart?
in
Uh,
Nazi.
romance.
Ding.
Casablanca.
Yes,
Oh.
Katie. Eric, take it away.
What?
Song.
By
Artist.
Sir
Mix.
Lot was
Real.
cool.
Ding.
Baby got back.
Yes! Eric, cover him up. Michael, take it away.
What
Movie.
has
Lindsay
Lohan
as
a
nerd
who
turns.
popular?
Ding.
Mean Girls.
Yes! All right.
35 seconds. 35 seconds left.
Katie.
Who?
Hosts.
Jeopardy.
Ding.
Alex Trebek.
Yes! Last
50 seconds.
Oh, no, maybe? I don't know. Eric, take it away.
What
20 seconds.
Movie.
has
A
dog?
and
It
has
death.
Ding.
Airbud.
No! And that is. Wait, no, it's not all of them, Eric.
5
Keep-
seconds.
keep
5 seconds left.
What
Woman.
was
Dead.
2,
on
1.
fire?
Timeout.
Ding.
Julie Andrews.
No!
So close.
I'm sorry, it was not.
One of these is Julie Andrews.
You did it. Blue team, you did get 4 of them correct, which means you have earned yourself 4 bonus points. Woo! Nice. Captain Eric, please stay on the playing field because you will now challenge the red team to a game.
Yes, I'd like to challenge them to the game of Advice Panel.
Advice panel, Captain Aaron, do you accept?
Okay, we play.
Excellent. All I need for this advice panel is in a minute, I'm going to need your questions. They can be philosophical, they can be romance or relationship, about that. What happened to my words there? As long as they're not brown baggable, they can be about science or whatever. They're just advice, things that you need advice on. But before that, I just need a letter. Give me a letter of the alphabet, any letter at all. Ooh, I'm going to take B. The letter is B, as in bacon. Bacon, B. All right. So in this game of advice panel, our 3 members of the red team are going to come up with 3 different people to give you advice on all of these pressing questions that you need advice on. So once again, I'm asking you to start thinking about things that you really need some hard-hitting advice on, because we're going to turn to our advice panel and ask them for that. But before we do that, there's a couple of things that I should talk about, which is 1, thank you so much for coming to tonight's match. If you would like to throw an extra bit of money at the players in tonight's match, we do have a ComedySportz tip jar that you can throw a couple of bucks into if you've got it and you appreciate what's going on. That's right, tinyurl.com/CSC all right, moving on. Let's see. Please frame these questions as questions. with a question mark at the end. Excellent. Can I please get our 3 members of the red team back on the field? Excellent. Great. We're going to start with Barfleen Harrington, DDS. Can you please introduce yourself? Yeah.
I'm sorry, just got out of dental surgery. Barfleen Harrington, DDS, expert in things in your teeth.
Great. Thank you so much. Babs.
Hi, my name is Babs. You might remember me from Babs Bad Booty Bacon. You know, that show that's on the Late Night Food Network. I used to be amateur, but now I make a lot of money. So,
Congrats.
thanks.
And Beatrice Wanamaker.
Hi, y'all. My name is Beatrice Wanamaker. I'm Little Miss Arizona.
Congratulations, Beatrice. We're very, very happy for you. And we've got some questions ready. So let's start with what are the best nacho toppings? We'll start with you, Barfleen.
Oh, the best nacho toppings are none. Nachos are terrible for your teeth. They're too crunchy. So what you're gonna want is just a plate of water.
All right. Plate of water. Babs.
You know, I remember back when it was the fall of October 2008. I was on a walk, hearing my feet crunch through the leaves, and I thought to myself, wow, this is the start of a new life. And that reminded me a lot of nachos, because when you start out your life, it can seem like an empty plate, but then things just keep getting piled into it. Pretend like the chips or maybe the foundation, your family, the cheese, what binds us together, love. And then whatever toppings that you add, those are your little bonuses. Much like the bonus that I got from the Food Network.
That's you right there, Babs, but thank you so much for that extended metaphor. Beatrice.
I'm not allowed to have nachos.
Great. Next up, how do I deal with a bagpipe playing sister? How do I deal with a bagpipe playing sister? Babs, we'll start with you.
You know, that reminds me of a time, it was 1987. I was 4 years old, and as I was looking out my window to the balcony where I saw the sun setting, I was reminded that everything can be turned into a metaphor if you try hard enough. Look for me on the Food Network at 8 p.m., 10 p.m., and 12 p.m. on Wednesdays only. Thank you.
Great. Beatrice.
I have a sister too. She was Miss Teenage Arizona before I was Little Miss Arizona. But she doesn't play bagpipes. She plays the piano. That's her talent, if you can call it that. I don't, because I hate her. So what I did is I pushed her down the stairs, and now she can't compete anymore.
Barfleen.
All right. I'm going to tell you, sisters are hard, but bagpipes are a wind-based instrument. So it might not seem that this is going to work, but it is. Everybody's got some tweezers. You're going to crawl up to her while she's asleep, and you're going to reach back in, and you're just going to pull her teeth out, because if you don't have any teeth, it's really hard to blow into bagpipes. Doctor's orders.
All right. That is a horrifying visual. Thank you for that, Barfleen. Last up, our final question of the evening. What do I do with the plastic bags from Target? What do you do with those pesky plastic bags? Beatrice.
I'm sorry, we're too rich to shop at Target.
All right then, that tracks. Barfleen.
Those plastic bags are what I use to seal your teeth so you don't get cavities.
Wow, another disturbing dentistry fact. Babs.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag floating through the breeze? Sometimes I do. And sometimes Target is all that we need. Target, where you can buy whisks, hats, aprons, and spatulas. Sponsored #Babs bad booty baking.
All right, Babs, I'm going to stop you right there. Everyone, please give it up for this evening's advice panel. That is time in the game. All right, loyal fans, this is the last time I'm asking you to vote. That's right. You now have your final decision before you, which is the blue team with that wonderful game of Hot Bell or the red team with that wonderful game of Advice Panel. The score is currently 16-5, if I'm doing math correctly. 15-5? Whatever. Doug, can we see that poll? Maybe we can see the poll, but maybe we can't. If we can't, oh, there it is. Great. Red team, Advice Panel, blue team, Hot Bell. Everybody, I want you to vote in 3, 2, 1. Take it away. Doug, bring it back with results.
All right. We voted. Let's find out who won. Looks like they gave it the 5 points. Wow, to the St. Paul Fire in red.
Woo, all right, by a hair's breadth, the red team wins, giving them 5 points. Yes, Doug, please remember that the blue team did get 4 bonus points, so they do currently have a score of 15. That means it's 15-10 in favor of the Minneapolis Ice. Let's get both captains up here. Captain Aaron, I will allow you to challenge the blue team to a closing last chance for points round.
Well, in that case, I would like to challenge them to aristocratic tea party.
Ooh, do you accept?
Of course I accept.
Please,
I know
please,
exactly what to wear.
when you're very aristocratic. In this game of aristocratic tea party, I am throwing out the Gronerfowl because it is a pun-based game. That's right. In this game, we are all going to be very fancy British aristocrats at a tea party who are gossiping about all of our peers. So I'll come to you for suggestions. For instance, if the suggestion was cat, they might say, have you heard about Lady Cat? Recently, she's done some things that give me pause. And I just spilled all my tea when I laughed at my own pun. Anyways, my own champagne when I laughed at my pun. So if what they say is funny or punny or even groan-inducing, I will say yes, and they will get a point. If it is not, I will say no, and they do not get a point. Let's get all of our very fancy aristocrats back here. Everyone, please, in the chat, please say tut 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 to get these aristocrats in here. Tut 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 tut. Thank you very much. Tut tut tut. Excellent. So, can I get a suggestion of what is an animal? What is an animal? Just any animal. Ooh, I will take possum. Your suggestion is possum. Take it away.
Did you hear about Lady Possum? She told her man to roll over and play dead.
Yes.
Oh, did you hear about Lord Possum? He went to Panera and caused quite a stink. He was yelling, more soup, y'all!
Yes. All right, everyone, please stay there. I'm going to take porcupine. Porcupine is your suggestion. Take it away.
You hear about Lord Porcupine? Got himself in a prickly situation.
Have you heard of Viscount Porcupine? He's quite off the point.
Has anybody talked about Lord Porcupine? He is quite the writer. He's excellent with the quill.
All right, everyone, please stay there. Can I get some suggestions of what are just things you might find around the house? What is stuff around the house that you've got? Oh, I'm going to take candle. Candle is your suggestion. Take it away.
Did you hear about Lady Candle? She got lit last night.
Yes.
Well, did you hear about Count Candle? No, he was marrying a Yankee.
Yes.
Did you
Has
hear
anyone-
about the Duchess Candle?
No.
Turns out she's a witch. They burned her.
Has anyone heard about Archduke Candle? Apparently he got waxed.
Aristocratic tea party. Thank you, all of our many aristocrats. Doug, please give the red team an extra point for Heather's particularly wonderful wig. I love it. I love it on my own head. All right, that brings us to the end of tonight's match. And while Doug is tallying the final score, not finally tallying the score. I just asked him to do it. While he's tallying the final score, we have some people to thank. First of all, is you. Thank yourselves. I want you to really take a good hard look in the mirror tonight and say thank you. Next up, please thank Doug, who is behind the scenes doing all of this great work. Everyone, give him a little bit of applause or thank you in the chat. Thank you to Mary Kay, who is doing all of tonight's keys. Give some love for Mary Kay in the chat. And for all of tonight's players, give some love for all of tonight's players in the chat as well. Thank you so much. And remember what I said about looking in the mirror tonight and thanking yourself for taking yourself out to Comedy Sports. Remember that we have matches online every weekend, Saturdays at 7:30. Come on by and have a great time with us. All right, with that done, we need to bring all of our players up here for the reading of the final score. Okay, here's almost everybody. Here's actually everybody. We're missing someone. Who are we missing? Nope, we've got everyone. I can count. Great stuff. Doug, what is the final score?
All right, let's hear it for both teams. They did a great job. The Fire were in trouble, but they've caught up to 10 points. And the Minneapolis Ice and Blue had 15. Let's find out who won. The St. Paul Fire, for the Aristocratic Tea Party, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for that bonus wig point, for a total score of 16 for the St. Paul Fire in red. Now, it's time for the Minneapolis Ice. Did they hold their lead? Did they win? They had 15. They got 4 more for a total score of 19. Your winners are the Minneapolis Ice. Give it up for the Ice, everyone. Thank you, everyone. We have been Comedy Sports. Let's hear it for your players tonight. They were Doug Nethercott, Michael Bruckmuller, Heather Meyer, Katie Moen, Captain of the Red Team Aaron Kennedy, Winning Captain Eric Heiberg, and of course, your referee, Megan Wolf. Thank you, everyone, for watching Comedy Sports. We will be on Saturdays at 7:30 for the rest of November. You can check us out on our website right here.